It's like a modern day Goldilocks if Goldilocks didn't have any hair, had shaved her hair. She's still blonde. We're talking about Amber Rose.
Don't want to say this. I mean, just don't. He's doing something that we did in the morning meeting that we should not.
Did you do that?
Yes, of course we did that. It's on the other show. We'll
I wasn't going there.
We're not using the metaphor.
The point is, Amber Rose found someone in her house. Found out someone was in her house. She says for several hours while she slept, while she and several people were asleep in the house. But there's one person in particular who should not have been sleeping.
Somebody's in trouble.
The bodyguard. So, I mean, I don't think he's too much in trouble because...
Really?
No, Amber's not like that. She's not going to just go off on him, right? So here's what happened.
Yeah, you had the right to sleep while there was somebody in my house, no problem.
Okay, listen, right? So, a burglar basically broke through her pantry and took down the window, went inside of her house while her mom, her assistants, and the bodyguard, and her son, of course, was asleep for 4 hours. This happened like early in the mornings yesterday.
So this person is lingering in the house for 4 hours.
Yes. So here's how she found out, right? So one of her windows were broken in her pantry, so she looked several hours later, right, and went to go check her cameras. She saw that a guy was in the house basically for 4 hours just chilling, doing weird things.
Chilling, doing weird things.
So the security...
And left, and she saw him on the same footage, saw him leave.
Yes, the cameras also saw him leave.
So explain to me the part where I'm not upset with the bodyguard who's supposed to be protecting me and sleeping while this guy's in the house for 4 hours. Explain that part again.
Because, I mean, clearly there's several people who live with Amber. I don't think she ever...
Yeah, but they're not paid. But none of them are paid to protect her.
I know, but her bodyguard's a good bodyguard. Let me be honest with you. He always watches her. Like, if you even come near her, he's going to give you the uppercut, clearly.
Unless he's sleeping.
You know what's weird, though? Raquel, and I'm not, I'm not taking a shot at you like some other people. Or even at the bodyguard. But if she saw on her security cameras this footage of him, I'm presuming if she has security cameras, she has an alarm system also, right?
She does have an alarm.
And if someone broke in,
it clearly wasn't on. Right, it clearly wasn't on.
Yes, but they all do sleep with their door closed. But don't worry.
Well, but Raquel, there is a rash of burglaries in LA. A rash of burglaries.
Very true. ASAP Rocky got hit yesterday.
Well, it's not just ASAP Rocky though, but there are, and it's not just celebrities. A lot of celebrities have been hit, but there's been a problem with burglaries all over the city. And, you know, without getting into why, because it's very complicated, there's a problem. And everybody knows about it. And we're hearing about all these celebrities almost every week. And it's like, turn on your alarm. I don't get it.
She's very lucky that nothing happened.
Okay, you guys, just to be on Amber's side about this.
No, I'm not.
We're not against Amber.
We're not against Amber.
But I'm telling you guys, though, she just came back from Miami on a long trip. So people probably realized that and she was tired.
I understand that, but Raquel, all we're saying is turn your alarm on. It's like, that's common sense, right?
Bingo.
Yeah.
All right, good. We're all on the same page.
Yes, this is Dr. Dukuno. I'm calling in from Plant City, Florida. My comments on the Amber Rose situation. I think the guy broke in. You know, he was in the pantry and he was just looking for, you know, he heard that she's got some good cakes, so that's what he was after.
Oh, God.
Where are the tomatoes?
Jeez, Dr.
Where are the tomatoes?
Oh, God.
By the way, did the guy leave with anything at all?
No, he did not steal anything at all.
So that is so what was he doing?
Harvey obviously goes to the Goldilocks thing. He's doing weird things.
Okay, we're not going to get into
we don't
this.
know that.
By the way, we're going to move on, but nice choice of color, Amber.
Of what?
Color.
What color?
Go back to Amber, picture you showed. Hello, Reagan.
Oh, let me guess, she wearing the same bright yellow that...
Nah, the other one, Reagan. Come on.
There's got to be a yellow thing.
Come on, Reagan.
No, where's the yellow?
Reagan.
Move on. Go back.
There's that Philly attitude coming out again.
Wow. Okay. Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.